and Kai always together for the win. There ain't nothing in this world that can separate the twins. You they share the room together, discussing the topics better. The Unraveled podcast. Look out for the newsletter.
As usual, we're always back.
I'm so excited to be back.
I'm excited.
We always say we're back. We never left. How about that?
Let's just say, welcome to a new episode.
Welcome to a new episode. Welcome to Same Twins, new episode
of the Unraveled podcast.
Of the Unraveled podcast. Yes.
Man, when's the last time we saw y'all?
You know,
Talk.
It's looking like
I'm a little like, oh my gosh, okay, let's get back into it. Let's snap into it.
Is there a little bit of nervousness?
A little bit of jitters. Like I'm a little fidgety right now.
You know.
But I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to bring back another episode for you guys because we know how much you guys love it. I really enjoy it. Yeah. I've missed it. We've tried it. We've tried it like 1,000 times.
We didn't mean for it to take this long, but it's one of those things when if the timing ain't right, God gonna block it and it ain't gonna work out. We've gone to multiple places.
Yes.
We've recorded multiple episodes, and for one reason or another, sound didn't work. Laptop cut off.
Outfit didn't work.
Just wasn't feeling it.
Our conversation wasn't flowing that one time.
Yeah, I was like,
cut that. We're not using that.
Yeah. We say that to say we're not going to give y'all crap. We're going
to give you quality.
Yes, quality is important for us.
So. And we have to give our best selves for you guys or you're not going to see it.
Yeah, I agree. So forgive us, but we love y'all.
Yeah.
We will never leave y'all, that's for sure.
We've brought Twin Life back.
Yes.
The vlogs are back. There's 2 episodes already up. If you haven't already, go on and check that out because then this is next.
So yeah, weekly, that's what you can expect from us moving forward. We will have Twin Life vlogs airing every week. We will give y'all unraveled conversation, and we are talking about everything, and we're just building.
Yeah, and then we're such in a new journey of our lives. You know how we love to always bring you guys along, so why not bring you along, like you said, with the conversation, and then you can visually see what's going on a regular with us. It's such a different chapter for us. We've never been here. We've never been to this chapter. I'm so grateful to be here.
I mean, if you haven't noticed, I got a new look. So if that doesn't tell y'all, we're in a whole new
era.
Yeah. It's new. I don't like to say new us.
No, I just think evolved us.
Elevated us.
I would say progressed, but not that I was bad before.
You know, I ain't never been bad.
You just keep getting better.
Yes.
Never bad, just better.
And I feel like it's more of just stepping into yourself and your purpose and feeling like, okay, this feels like me. This feels good to me.
Yeah, it's like a glow up.
It's a glow up.
I'm here for it. I feel better about myself. I feel stronger. I feel more confident. I feel like I know what I'm doing with my life, my choices, aside from anybody else, aside from Kai, aside from anything that I knew growing up. Yes, I incorporate those core values that obviously was instilled in me, but like now I get to also develop my own and create my own. Well, what do you think about this? What is your outlook on what type of lifestyle you want to live? Like, is it in the city? Is it traditional? Is it, are you an entrepreneur? Are you a 9-to-5? Like, it's really cool to figure it out, and I definitely think that's kind of what your 30s are about, because 20s they say you learned your lessons, your child lessons, and then the 30s is where you apply it, and that's what 20s I feel is happening.
Was playing,
you're playing, you're still trying to figure out, am I
like
kid or adult?
Yeah, you think you know what it is
there yet.
Yeah,
you get some aspects, and then of course, some people develop faster, whatever.
And then you go through things that knock you on your ass and just humble you and remind you that, okay, you don't quite got it yet. But I know you want to get there, but you're not quite there yet.
You might have to redo that lesson a couple times, which I've had to redo a few.
Right.
But we're here now, so I've gotten through
What would you say, so do you think it's just turning 30 that triggered that? Or what do you think really triggered this need to like elevate and really be the best version of yourself and across the board?
I would say turning 30 for sure is a part of it, but also just my life experiences that I've had to deal with in the last couple of years, very, very harsh lessons like death and like leaving behind places, people, and things, like
Yeah.
forced to leave them behind, not some
not by
voluntarily,
choice.
but mainly forced. Like
Yeah.
when you lose people, loved ones that are so heavy on you, or you go through very big trials.
Yeah.
It does nothing but force you to look and have a different perspective on your life, and like,
Absolutely.
okay, what are you doing? Because at the end of the day, yes, you have all these people, all this support, your family, all that. But at the end of the day, it's just you.
Right.
It's just you doing your life, and you have to figure it out.
Right.
Your way. Because what happens when they're not there?
Yeah.
That's really like pushed me, said like, okay, figure out who Caelyn is and what's Caelyn's goals in life.
Yeah.
And what does that include? What does that look like? And apply it.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
I totally agree with
What
that.
about you?
I think very similar, life things just happen and you don't have control of them. You don't know when they're coming. You don't know how they're coming. You don't know how you're going to react to it until you actually go through it. So recently, like you mentioned, we lost our grandfather. So, and it was one of those deaths that was totally unexpected. It really was like that phone call you didn't expect to get in the middle of the night. So that really like took me back. And it really made me look at life and say, okay, what really matters? Where do I really need to put my focus? So there's that. And then there's like, okay, I've started this new brand. I've decided I want to live this type of lifestyle, this luxury lifestyle. So what do I need to do to be focused and on the path to those goals? It doesn't need to happen right away because it ain't going to happen right away. You're going to have to go through a little bit of, I wouldn't even call it a struggle, but some things you don't really feel like doing. Like, you got to go to work, okay? You got to go to work. You might have to live somewhere that's not ideal for the moment, just while you hustle and grind and get to where you're going. And the best thing I think for me is to always keep that faith and remember that where you're going and why you're doing this. Because if you forget the why, then you can easily get wrapped up and start start spiraling down and like just, in a sense, giving up and not wanting to do it.
Nothing to look forward to.
Right. So I think for us, it was what's really helped us is doing these things, doing the podcast through all of our growth journey, getting back to our twin life vlogs and letting y'all back in. That really brought us some light. Even because for me and you,
we were separated.
We're back. We're back. We're back together.
We're back together.
But we had to go separate ways and figure out our independent lives. Like we couldn't, although we were going through similar things, I didn't see her every day.
No.
All I could do was call her and cry. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Like, okay, I still can't change it. You have to do yours. I have to do mine.
Yeah.
And nobody can help you out but God,
Literally.
I think also another thing that helps is knowing that you're not the only one in this world going through it. Like literally, we're all human. We're all learning similar, if not the same lessons. It's just how it's brought to you because it's how you best are going to learn from it. So
what would best serve
everybody
you?
goes through, I don't know, like money situations. They go through death. They go through family issues. They go through, I don't know what else. Career issues. They go through mental, emotional health.
Yes.
Like everybody, we're all human. We all do it. It's just how you deal with it.
And do you learn from it?
Did you
learn the lesson?
If not, guess what? You're going to redo it.
Yeah.
And redo it.
And I would say we're fast learners. We don't.
Yeah, I don't like to go back.
Repeat lessons.
I'm good on doubling back on that.
Yeah.
It's moving forward.
But in your past, what would you say? Today I want to really talk about like red flags and green flags. We all have them. I mean, as much as we like to think we're perfect.
Right.
There's some red flags there and there's some green flags, but I think the goal is to turn them red flags orange and then make the green flags brighter. That's it, right?
Exactly.
So what would you say are like 3 red flags you found in yourself that you are actively working on?
I have 2 off my head: boundaries, communication. The third one, confidence.
Ooh.
It was a red flag because my confidence was so low. I can present as like I'm the most confident and I love everything about. Now I do love everything about Cailyn.
She does love herself.
I do love myself,
Cailyn.
but I've been through a lot. Like I've been through psoriasis. I've been through heart problems. Still going through certain things. I've been through weight issues. I've been through a lot of things.
Yeah.
So it has affected my confidence. But I had to get to a place where it's like, Cailyn, you love yourself.
Yeah.
You're beautiful. That red flag, if you're not confident, you tend to project that onto other people.
Absolutely.
And you can hurt other people because you're not confident. So that has been a big game changer. By doing things on my own and being more independent, it's built my confidence. It's more like working from the inside out on my confidence. So that's a red flag that's turning orange. Communication, oh boy. That one I'm definitely still working on. Actively working
hard on that one. Ooh.
Hard on that one. God's working hard on that one. I know that's hard work. Because I can definitely effectively communicate. I get a little nervous when I have to communicate things that are not so nice or things that are not so
Cailyn
positive.
Is so sweet, and she doesn't want to hurt feelings. And
cry.
sometimes she'll put others' feelings ahead of hers, which I think ties in your communication and your boundaries. Those two go hand in hand.
Yeah, those are the
so
biggest.
Her idea of not wanting to make someone feel hurt
or disappointed
is also her lacking the ability to set the boundary. Because at the end of the day, yes, you don't want to hurt people, but you have to also not hurt yourself. And not putting that boundary down, you're kind of like disregarding the impact it will have on you. So
I always treat myself as the catalyst, and I don't need to do that. Why do I feel like I'm not just as important as the next person, or my emotions or what I'm feeling is not as important as the next person, and I just put mine aside? That does not work.
Right. And I think we were talking about this the other day. The way our parents parented us, they had the best intentions for us to always consider others' feelings, but I think to a fault. Like they could have enforced a little more, okay, it's okay to care about their feelings and consider how that's going to make them feel, but stand up for yourself too. Like it's okay to say no. It's okay to say that hurts.
Right.
It's okay to say that's not okay for me.
Right.
And I think that's
that's what I'm trying to get to.
Now we're having to build that as adults.
I'm being forced to learn those boundaries, like where definitely career-wise, work-wise, dealing with coworkers, dealing with friends, dealing with family members. You have to put hard boundaries sometimes. And yes, they might be upset. Yes, they might not agree with your decision, but at the end of the day, I had to realize, okay, what is better for me?
Yes.
And then for me, it's really a physical thing that's how God told me, like, you have to get these boundaries together because physically your body cannot do it.
Absolutely.
I have a heart issue.
Yes.
And it's very active, and it's never going to go away. I'm a miracle, and I'm grateful I'm here, but also I have to take care of my heart. So by pushing myself all the time just to appease others, which wasn't this one of our first?
Her heart is too big, y'all. I told y'all.
People pleasers, all that.
Like,
if you do that, I'm harming myself. I don't take time to rest. I don't take time to say no. I just do the extra. Like, I think I'm super strong Hulk.
Right.
But sometimes physically, I just can't do it.
Right.
So I've kind of taught myself to say no 3 times before I say yes.
Yeah, that's good.
So
I like that.
It helps me. Sorry if you're one of those people that get one of those 3 no's, but it's for my own growth.
Yeah.
It's not to hurt nobody. And then I just have to know in my head, you're not meant to hurt nobody. You never mean no harm. You're always there to send love. But sometimes sending love is saying no. Sending love is saying, get away from me. Leave me alone.
Bye.
Let me have my time.
Right.
So those are my red flags that I'm turning around. What about you?
My red flags. I would say my red flags is I don't know how to frame it, but I would say I could come off as if I really don't care and be very cold-shouldered. That's a red flag. I disengage. Another red flag would be I think that's my biggest red flag.
Yeah, you like retreat.
Yes.
Like,
if I feel like this is not worth my time, if I feel like this is potentially going to hurt me, if I feel like I'm going to be misunderstood, my number one thing is to retreat.
Right.
I will go into my bubble. I will shut you out. I will not speak to you. I won't be present. And I could be right there with you, and I'll still be like, oh, okay.
And Caelyn, like she said, for me, also has the sweetest heart. Her reaction is the opposite.
It's very much the
opposite.
I guess
the twin thing, the Gemini twin thing, we are really like opposites in a way. So whereas I'm just giving, too nice, just too much. Yeah. She's like, whoa, protection.
I'm not giving you anything.
You know, I'm not giving you that because that's not safe.
It's the problem with me is I'm so selective on who I'm going to give to. Yeah. Sometimes I don't discern, was I supposed to give it to that person? Because I thought I was, and I thought I was being super cautious and super selective, but still sometimes I'm wrong.
Sometimes you lock up too soon.
Yeah, I lock up too soon. Oh, I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I will.
She does it to me.
I will look at you and say, "Oh, your hair's pink."
I'm like, "Okay, Caelyn, but okay, hold on before you just lock it up and say,
I've done that
don't
a lot.
fuck with me."
That's true.
You know,
that's true. I'm really
think about it in a different perspective.
Very true.
Mm-hmm. It's just a protection thing. Yeah. It's a defense thing that we've learned because we say this all the time. We moved a lot. We had to be very adaptable for a very long time, and we're just now getting roots.
And also the people we have encountered, we always find that after a while they don't really want to, you know, they may not want to, they get intimidated by the twin thing, like it's two of them and they feel ganged up on, which is never our intention.
But we can't help it with two of us.
Naturally
I can't help that.
Connect. And we do want to bring you in, but at the same time, like there's always going to be that natural connection, and that can be intimidating. So we appreciate the people that we say can handle us. Yes. Because we can like shut y'all out because we have our world, and
that's one of our red flags.
That's one of our red flags together
towards others. And it's funny because how many people have tried to explain it to us, and I don't think it just. Maybe their explanation didn't click so much. We're like, what are you talking about? No, we don't do that.
We don't do that.
We're very inviting, but also sometimes we're not so inviting. Yeah. Like we have each other, so we don't need
nobody else.
Nobody
Let me tell
else.
you, we do it to our own mama. We love her to death.
Love you, Mom.
But she is a Virgo and we're a Gemini, and she's so grounded and she's so nurturing. Yeah. And she always wants to take care of us. And we're so cold.
We're like, no.
We're like, no, Mom. I'll call you, don't call me.
Right.
But we've had to, gratefully, we've learned. We have the awareness, and we've been learning and working on that together.
Yeah, and it's been great.
But that was definitely
we've done that to like friendships.
Yeah.
We got real ice cold real quick when we see, okay, they're doing something that's not preferably what we're used to or comfortable for us.
Also controlling.
Yeah, we're a little controlling. I don't know.
We like control. We like to be the boss. We like to, because we want everything to work out. Yeah. So we feel like if we have our hand in everything, it'll work out. But
that's not true.
That's not reality. We have to be. We're learning to be very open to others. I think starting with our partners. Yeah. Just be open to other methods and other ways of doing things. And I think we've found that the more we let go and not be so rigid about it, that's nice.
That bad.
I didn't have to do it.
I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to do it. I didn't, you know. Yeah. So absolutely. Yeah. Handing over the reins just a little bit. Not too much.
Right.
But a little bit.
God had his hand on both of us. So we've been really growing and learning. Okay, let's start green flags, because we're not just these little devilish twins that y'all don't want to be around. Trust and believe.
You guys love us for some reason.
Right. Y'all watch us.
Yeah. I think a green flag of ours is, on the flip side, always trying to see the good in everybody. Despite their circumstances, despite who they are, where they came from, what they look like, we always go for sometimes even the underdog because we can feel for them. Like at one point in time, we felt like the underdog, believe it or not.
Yes.
And so
being twins made us an underdog. Yeah. Having psoriasis made us underdogs. Yeah. And I think we do have this extreme ability to be non-judgmental.
Yes.
To the point of we will take in anyone, and we have. And we will take care of them, and we will nurture them.
And we mean it.
And we really mean it, and we give our hearts, and we attach. And we've been learning to, like, it's okay to help others. It's okay to be that way. But also, back to the boundaries. Protect yourself and
don't overdo it.
Don't overdo it. Don't get overgive. Like,
right.
There is a such thing as being too giving.
What's
I think another green flag that's a fun green flag. We are comical. We are goofy as hell. We love to have fun.
Yeah.
And we love to look good.
Yeah, sure.
And we're not gatekeepers. We want everybody to look good. We want everybody to have a good time. We want everybody to win. That is our personality.
You get to win. You get to win. You get to win.
If I can help you in any way possible, whether I don't care what it's about. Right. Even if it's just like a small conversation.
Yeah.
Of random strangers.
Even like, down to the smallest things, I would say like the little tokens that we give. You say good morning to everybody. Yes. You say, hello, how's your day? Thank you.
If you come to Alfred's, I get free coffee.
Ooh. I ain't giving free stuff. But, I'll give you a smile.
Yeah.
That can literally change people's day. Because I know it changes my day.
Yeah.
Like when I get a coffee and they write on the cup,
I love those little things.
Makes you feel better about your day.
And it takes no time. And it's like we're all human beings. We're on this earth together to give love at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And those are little tokens of love. And it takes no time. It doesn't take away from you.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that's what our parents' purpose was, to instill in us that part, like customer service, but just don't go too far.
Right.
Maybe we went to the extreme with it. Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
But yeah, how do you feel that's been for you in the last 6 months?
Last 6 months have been a whirlwind. I would say that.
Yeah.
Overall, it has been a lot of growth. And not just like physical, materialistic things. Like, yes, I did move. Yes, I got a great place. Yes, but I would say more than that, I became mentally strong. I became emotionally strong because I had to gain a lot of independence from my twin sister. I had to gain a whole new life with my partner and develop our dynamic and how we could build together. And besides everybody else, I had to gain the strength within myself to go through things that might emotionally tear me down, or mental warfare that I might encounter in different environments and different situations. So I would just say, above all, it's been a season of growth, and I finally feel like I've landed.
Yeah,
like I went through all that turbulence. Really I made a couple stops, a couple, but now I feel like I've landed. I'm home.
Yeah.
And now I can really set some roots down and just water the things that I know I want to grow. And that for me, it's been very rewarding because you find a strength in yourself you didn't know you had. And you get to witness it. I'm like outside looking in, watching myself go through this process and watching myself grow and see this strength come out of me that I didn't know that I had.
Yeah.
So
I think that was the biggest thing. Seeing the strength I didn't know I had. This transition has forced me to be strong by yourself.
like you're gonna do it.
You're gonna do it. You think you can't, and it's like it's taught me, if I ever have fear, that fear is to push me. That fear is not to keep you in your bubble and say, "Oh, well, turn around, don't do that," because
don't go there.
It says fear. No, it means okay, that's something that's uncomfortable for you. That is an opportunity to grow.
Ooh.
And so that's what you need to change that fear into. Have the fear. It's there for a reason. It's there to push
Our
you.
Our favorite line. Be scared
and do it anyway. And that's what I've embodied through this whole transition. Like every step of the way. Has it been hard? Hell yeah, it's been hard. I've cried probably 20,000 times every other day. Like, and it didn't matter where. Work, the car, the bathroom,
the grocery store.
It didn't matter. But also, I allowed myself to feel those feelings, and I didn't shame myself if I'm sad, if I'm depressed, if I'm happy, if I'm up, if I'm down. It's like, okay, you're going through these emotions for a reason. You're regulating yourself. You're balancing out. And then also, you get triggered. Like, in some things, you don't know what triggers you. So I had to learn, okay, just because you're triggered, does that mean you act out irrationally? No. You deal with the trigger. Where did it come from? Why is it there? And what can you move and learn from that?
That's how you turn a red flag orange.
Period.
You find the trigger and then you say, "Oh, I see that trigger. I know how to deal with that."
And I think the biggest thing that has helped me through this transition is love. It's healed me while I'm going through it.
I strongly agree.
From my twin sister, love from my man. Oh my God, he's been like so amazing.
Yes.
I just thank God for him every day. If you see me post him all the time and saying thank God, because that man is really there for me. And like that is true love, and that's the partnership that you need in life. So I'm so grateful that the love from my mom, the love from my family members, no matter what, I could be at my lowest. They're there for you to give you love and to help you up. And that's why God has placed certain people in your life.
And age doesn't really matter.
No.
I could say like my little cousin Bailey, my sister cousin.
Oh my gosh.
That girl has her love and her ability to just show up.
Period.
Whenever, wherever, for
No
whatever.
question.
Like she doesn't even realize how much healing and how helpful those little moments are. So,
or the love of our niece.
Oh,
she's so wise.
My little girl.
And then she brings out that kid spirit in me again. Like, oh, remember that little girl? That's okay to come out too.
Yes.
Just because you're 30 and you have all these adult responsibilities and things that's not all life is. Life is about having fun and living, and if you don't do it, you're just going to miss out.
Okay, so I know that was a lot
that
of deep talk. That was it. That was before.
We had to give you the
unload a little
real
bit.
Quick.
Let's talk some fun stuff.
Yeah, let's.
Okay, we are Gemini. Our birthday is coming up. We will be.
I call it the dirty one.
We will be 31, and it's our dirty one. So
it's our dirty one.
I'm very excited. We have new spaces.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
What are you looking forward to? What are we about to do? What's coming up? Summer is coming. Are y'all ready for summer?
Is coming.
Spring is here.
Yeah, we're in the season.
Magnolia has some very nice things coming for y'all, so y'all stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
But summer is coming, and it's like my favorite season. I love when the sun is out. I want to go get in the pool. I want to go to the beach. I want to go.
I will just say though, that time change. Ooh,
right.
Ooh, I felt it.
How did y'all feel?
That one, I really felt. It was harder to get up. I said, "What the hell is this?
Why would they do this to us?"
So let's talk about Magnolia. What's going on with the
Magnolia for summer, spring? With this new look and this newfound confidence, I really have I've always loved swimwear, beach life, and Magnolia is all about resort wear and leisurely. So it only makes sense to bring some bikinis out. But quality is essential.
Yes.
Quality is essential.
Yes.
And I want it to be pieces that are diverse. You can wear it just as is, or you can pair it with any of the previous pieces. So it's going to be bikinis. I mean, cheeks out. Let's get it.
If you watch Kai's Instagram, you already know it's the bikini life. She gives the body yaddy yaddy.
So I'm excited. Hey, anybody out there, y'all want to come and model for me? Y'all want to be ambassadors? Please reach out, because I am actively looking for those.
Absolutely.
And I'm just excited to continue to build this brand, build this team, watch it grow. It's so much fun. No regrets.
So what's your goals for 31?
31 is to be the biggest boss I've ever been. That is period across the board for Twin Life, Unraveled, Magnolia, Home Life.
Yeah.
I'm getting a pup soon.
Yay.
Look out for that little puppy. I definitely want a fur baby. And what about you? 31, what's it looking like?
It's looking like really grounding myself, really figuring out what my foundation is in my relationship, strengthening us as strong as possible, and figuring out what we want to do next. My G-Wagon.
G-Wagons, yeah.
Pulling up soon. Just wait on that.
Travel.
I've never been on a plane.
Oh, she has to get on.
I'm 30.
It's time.
I have to get on.
It's time. It's for sure time. Where do you want to go though?
I don't know.
Oh,
well, one of my greatest goals is to go to Greece, Spain. But I think that's just a little far for the first trip.
That is a long trip.
Maybe just start it easy. See if I like flying. I'm scared of heights. I don't know if that's going to come into effect.
I honestly don't feel like, unless you're in the window seat, the height thing you don't.
Well, that's good to know.
Like a roller coaster.
If it is, I ain't getting on it.
Turbulence might be the only thing, but that's just a little shaky plane. But other than that,
what do you mean shaky plane?
Just a little rocker.
No, no.
But you may get a smooth flight. So
I just go to Vegas real quick.
Wow,
45 round trip real quick.
No, bro.
Just to get a little experience, and then I can go a little further.
Oh, just to
just to start
literally a 30-minute flight. That's so cool.
I think that's a great place to start. I've never
Okay.
gone through the airport. Like,
Yeah.
none of the
Baggage
process.
claim.
I don't know what that looks like.
Okay, we're gonna have to definitely.
So we'll document
test that one out.
We're doing that for sure.
Yes. I want to
That's
go.
number one.
I need to go to Japan, Tokyo,
Nice.
Okinawa. Oh, I don't want to say that wrong. But I just want to go to Tokyo and Japan and I want to explore all those great islands and places.
Yeah, I definitely want to go to Belize.
Okay,
You know,
Belize, that makes
Babe is
sense.
Belizean, and I want to experience that with him. So that's a great destination.
That'd be fun.
And I always love paradise,
Carnival.
you know. So I want to check that out. Yeah, that's definitely like top tier goal of the year. Travel on a plane.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think we're on a great trajectory. It feels so nice to have a home here.
Yeah. Oh, I think this is our home,
I
right?
think this is our home.
I hope you guys enjoy
y'all like
this
it?
location because
Is it cute?
it's working for us.
Right.
And
yeah.
So we can get these videos out more regularly, these episodes, and give you all the hot topics. You guys, obviously let us know what we need to talk about.
I think our next episode, we need to talk about some TV shows. I don't know what y'all been watching, but we need to go into some shows.
I also want to bring the guys in.
Oh, definitely got to bring the guys.
We're definitely also open to anybody that's wanting to be on our podcast show. We're now opening up to the public.
Yes.
If you have something that you want to share to the world, if you have a platform, like something you want to share on a platform, whatever you do, whether it be artistic, creative, domestic, I don't care what you do. Just, you have something to say that's important, that you feel that you can help others with. Reach out to us.
This is the space to do so.
This is the platform. We have the space.
Let's talk about it.
The platform. Let's do it. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it. Hey.
Separate the twins. You they share the room together, discussing the topics better. The Unraveled podcast. Look out for the newsletter.